episode of the Joanne R Show. Today we are hosting a young, beautiful lady, Linda Tiffans. We're going to be talking about positivity, weight loss, and fitness. Welcome. Linda.
Yes.
Thank you very much to our set. How are you feeling today?
I'm fine.
You're relaxed?
Yes.
Easy? All right. So usually where we start from is I and our viewers would like to know a little bit about yourself, your name, what you do, and anything else you feel is necessary for us to know.
Thank you so much. My name is Linda Tiffans Rangwa Okado. I am from Mfangano, somewhere in Suba, Mfangano Island. I'm a second born in a family of 3. Yes, we are 2 girls, 1 boy. It's a privilege to be here, and I'm 30 years old. Yes, I have a degree in gender development studies, and we are currently running a countrywide teenage pregnancy campaign program under Mama Ida Odinga Trust Foundation. Yes.
Nice. So I'll start from the top and ask you, would you say your weight loss journey has been a lifelong one?
It has been lifelong. We used to go to Nyali Primary School, having been born and raised in Mombasa. And I wanted to lose my weight at that point, because at some point people could mistake me that I'm the firstborn, because I used to be too big than my elder sister. It is something that I wanted to do from a long time ago. Yes.
So what about at home? Did you feel any pressure to lose weight from the home front, or it was an experience that you solely felt outside of the world and at school?
I felt it at home because some of our relatives used to make those jokes about my weight, and I used to take them as jokes. But as I was aging, I realized there's something I need to do about my weight.
But they're also never jokes. People who talk to you like that from the moment you're younger, it's not jokes. They hide...
in jokes.
Yeah, they hide it in jokes. They hide the meaning of their statement in jokes. So I see how it can affect somebody at that point. So it's only until later on in your adult life that you started making.
Yeah. 2 years ago, though it's something that it's in the family, especially on my mom's side, they are plus size. But having been the person that usually accompany my mom's personally to go and see a physician, she has issues with pressure, until one day that doctor told me, "You're a young girl." I used to weigh 124 kgs. He told me, and I quote, "Mtoto mdogo kama unapeleka hizi kilo." I felt it. Hauna mtoto. Can you work on your weight? Or you also, someone will accompany you to the hospital the way you have accompanied your mom. So I felt it, because I used not to sleep at night. I did all the tests. I used to have chest pains. I did all the tests until one day someone told me those are fats that have accumulated, that I need to start running and maybe go to the gym. Yes.
So when the doctor told you that, the feeling that came with it, was it of fear? Did you look at it just as a challenge?
I looked at it as a challenge, and it pained me. Yes.
Yeah, I know. So I want us to go a little bit forward before we get back into your teenage, because I know teenage can be one of the most difficult.
Yes.
Can be one of the most difficult times of our lives, when we look, for lack of a better word, a bit different from the rest of the people. So high school. Yes, high school. Tell us about high school.
High school was a bit tricky, but I thank God I used to engage a lot in sporting activities and other co-curriculum activities. Yes. I used to be a prefect. At some point, I was a head girl.
You in a boarding school?
Yes. And at times, people used to lose their belongings. Mine you could not steal, because I'm a plus size student, so you could not steal my personal belongings. if I go to the wire line, I look for my top, I'll just know anyone who has picked it from the wire line, please return it because it won't fit you, it's big.
So when you started to work out, when you started your weight loss journey rather, did it start from a point of changing your eating habits or from a place of workout? What was your approach?
Actually, gym gives you 20%, 80 it's your diet, your meal plan. Yes, and my former boss also had issues with my weight, and I picked it up very positively. She used to tell me that I needed to work on my weight. I'm still young, there's no way I'm going with all that weight. And I picked it very positively, and I started going to the gym and working on my... In fact, she's the person who introduced me to 1 meal plan.
Well, yeah, can you tell us a little bit about that? What is 1 meal plan?
Like if you're used to take breakfast, lunch, and supper, you now do 1 meal. Leave alone the 3, you do 1 meal a day. Yes, then I go to the gym as usual. In between, I take water and a lot of fruits.
So which is the one meal that you do? Is it, in your case, breakfast or lunch or supper?
No, I normally take my meal at 2 or latest by 3.
And how do you determine which meal to go with and which one to drop?
I don't do supper. I do late lunch. I don't do breakfast. I'll rather take fruits in the morning with water.
So another thing is, in your experience, for people who are in their weight loss journeys, there are a lot of diets out there. Thousands of diets that everybody comes up with on social media, on Instagram, and they promote them, have very great things to say about them. But in a lot of cases, you find that they are not sustainable in the long run, because you're looking at a total lifestyle change, a total overhaul, when you want to get long-term benefit. So I'm wondering, is it a sustainable way? Has it worked for you sustainably to skip some of the meals?
The 1 meal, yes, it has worked for me. Though people are different, there are some people who maybe work on their portions. They'll stick to the 3 meal plan, breakfast, lunch, and supper, but they will work on their portions. For example, if I take 2 chapatis, I'll now reduce it to 1. Yes, like that.
Now, I would like you to take us back to the point where you decided to lose weight. The first day you stepped into the gym, or the first day you reduced the portion size on your plate or decided to take only a certain number of meals a day.
When I stepped to the gym, it didn't even cross my mind that I'll make it, because week 1, your body is aching like no one's business. At some point, I wanted to take those painkillers meant for the muscles. But my instructor told me there's no point of taking those drugs. You will get used to it. This is week 1. You must feel the effects. But with the time, you'll just get used to it.
Okay. So what day was that? Which year?
We're in 2022.
Yeah.
2020. During the first COVID, was it 2020?
Yeah, that was the first quarter of 2020.
Yes, that time is when I decided to hit the gym. Yes.
So at the peak of your workout and weight loss, how much weight did you lose?
I was 124 and I'm currently at 73 kg.
Oh,
Yes.
that is a whopping 51 kilos.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember you left the online space, and then the next thing we saw was Linda in nice bodycon dresses. You had lost a lot of weight. How did that feel like?
It was a nice feeling. Because I remember at some point, my boss used to travel a lot to represent their committee. She used to be the first women rep, nominated senator. So anytime she will travel, she normally says, this time when I'm going, the shopping that I'm going to do there on my way back is meant for Diana, is meant for who and who, etc, etc. So that you don't feel bad if she shops for another person and not you. So when it reached to my point, she used to tell me there's no mzungu with your size there, so you need to work on your weight. And I felt that till one day she saw me, I can see you took my advice positively. Yeah, so I had to give out my clothes because I was like, I had borrowed someone some clothes, kumbe they were my clothes, so they used to become big now. Yes.
And the longer fit.
But it's not a journey for the faint-hearted, by the way. Yes. It's not a journey for the faint-hearted because week 1, week 2, first month, if you're not used to the pain, you'll even give up.
Yeah, you feel like dropping out.
Yes.
So, sustaining. I know in every weight loss journey, one of the most difficult bits of weight loss is sustaining, keeping off the weight that you have lost. How has it worked for you?
You just become disciplined in terms of your meal plans and eating habits. I think I used to have poor bad eating habits. I used to take chips, sausages, before eating breakfast. Maybe I could have eaten snacks here and there. Yeah, I used to have poor eating habits, and I used to take a lot of soda. That 1.25 liters. It reached a point that when I don't take a soda, I'm like, I'm feeling like I'm shivering, literally. Until at some point, the shopkeeper, whenever he sees me, nikupatie soda baridi Coke 1.25. He knows what I'm going.
Yeah. So your
I'm
body
going.
was so hooked on
Yeah,
sugar.
I used to take a lot of soda. Yeah, and I asked God to just give me detachment from soda, and I detached.
Okay. So, do you think that people are treating you differently, pre and post?
Yes, yes, actually, people are treating me differently. I remember even men are funny people. I'm sorry to say this. At some point, there's a guy who told me, "You are too big. Me, I can't date a big woman." Same guy the other time told me, now we can date. But I told him, no, I'm not interested. I'm still big. I'm still working on my weight.
Would you consider dating him if you lost more weight?
No. Yes. His reason was neither here nor there.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot body shame somebody.
Yes, then come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know, you cannot body shame somebody into wanting to date them. So, what if you hit a brick wall somewhere along the way and...
No, I cannot go back there.
No, even if you don't go back, but because we are not going to go back, you're committed to this. But realistically, sometimes the journey slows a bit. Maybe between 80 and 70 took longer than 190. Does it mean that he stops loving you now that now that it's taking you longer to shed the 10 kilos? So I don't think it's a good way of approaching things with people. And now that means we have to talk a little bit about body shaming, because beauty standards keep shifting every day. And now apparently what is in is the Eurocentric standards, where your hips have to be this small, regardless of the health implications, right? So your hips have to be this small. If your waistline is bigger than this, then you're not beautiful enough. How has that affected you generally? The media portrayals, friends at work?
No. I thank God I don't have friends who body shame me. Yes. And very few people knew the reason as to why I started this journey. Yes. I'm one person who doesn't just confide in anyone. Yes, I pick a few people to talk to. Yes, and at any reason, I don't have any reason personally to body shame anyone. I'm from there, so I cannot body shame anyone. Yeah, it takes a lot even to lose a kg. So I don't think if I can body shame anyone who is a plus size. No.
Some people will go what the rest of the world likes to call the difficult way, the hard way, which is adjusting your eating and, of course, hitting the gym. But recently we have seen new trends or trends that I knew in Africa, but have been there in the rest of the world, like gastric balloon. You've heard about gastric balloon?
Yes.
Because a lot of celebrities are doing it right now. What are your thoughts on it? Is it something you would have considered at some point?
No. No. I think I like, okay, I'll go the gym way. They say to each their own. Provided you can lose that weight, everyone for themselves. And I don't judge anyone who is going that route. Yes.
Okay. Because in my objective view, the question that I've asked about gastric balloon, it's good, it aids people in their weight loss journey. It helps you lose the first few difficult kilos. But I've always wondered, if you do not learn how to eat healthy, then the balloon is taken out or it leaves your system. How sustainable of a method is it? That is the question I usually ask myself from where I sit. I'm not saying people should not go for it, but that is the question I usually ask, because with weight loss, you want to incorporate as healthy methods as you can within your newfound lifestyle, so that it is sustainable for you in the long run. So, okay, all right. I'm also talking about it and getting new insights in the background, and why you take the kind of stand that you do about it.
I think the people who have choose that method have their own reasons. Maybe, I believe, before they decided to choose that method, they knew they can sustain it. Yes.
And that is why they went for it.
Yeah, people are different. There's even people, we even have some people who go for IF, intermittent fasting. Yeah. You take your first meal at 5, up to the following day at 5 again, which works for them well. Yeah, but some of us just choose gym and maybe dieting.
Okay. So do you have people who keep you
Yeah.
track?
Yes. I have people that I go to the gym with. Yeah, I have people that we even have a WhatsApp group for that.
Yeah.
Yes. We have a WhatsApp group for cheating. If I say cheating, those people who go to the gym will understand. We go to the gym Monday to Friday. Then if it's our cheating day, because we are allowed to cheat on Saturday or Sunday here, you can take maybe pork. Yes, but if it reaches Monday, we want you back to the gym. We are removing that pork there. Or we go jogging around. Yes, that is what I mean by cheating, not that other cheat. Yes.
Where you go outside of your regular meal plan to do something that makes you feel good.
Yes.
Why you find it important to speak on a forum such as this, and also on your wall, because I see you you speak about weight loss. I've seen your photos. Why do you find it important?
I find it important because this particular journey has inspired a lot of people. I know like 6 people who joined the gym because of this. And we keep on, I'm not perfect, we keep on holding each other's hand from this end to that end.
So these are people who you met through social media, or the people who you know?
Some I know in person, some in social media.
Oh, that's really nice. You give them the courage to go out.
Yes.
And begin that journey.
Yes.
Okay. So as we wrap up, what advice would you give to your younger self, or a 14, 15, 17-year-old right now who's plus size, dealing with their weight, and probably getting bullied at school, in the neighborhood? What would you tell them from your experience?
There's nothing that is impossible. They can just start this journey. They only need guidance or parents who understand them better, their bodies and their weight loss. Yeah, if they would like to have that weight loss journey, they need parents who will hold their hands in this particular journey. Yes.
The body shamers, those are the ones I have the biggest problem with them, because we like to think they only shame curvy or plus size people. What do you have to say to them? Because I know you've had experiences with body shamers.
Yeah.
In all of this duration.
I'll just like to tell them that it's not right to body shame anyone. Yeah, you don't know what someone is undergoing. Maybe it's from their genes, or maybe they're having other health issues. So it's not right to body shame anyone. Yes, you only need to encourage them. Yes.
I agree with you, because just like I was saying before, body shamers they're extremely problematic, because I don't think they set out to make you feel bad just about your weight. They make you feel bad about yourself in general, right? So your weight is a sore spot that they pick, because these people will shame you for being slim. They will shame you for
being plus size.
Yeah, for being plus size. They will shame you for your butt not being quote unquote the right size. So I say it's not usually about the way you look. It is about the way the shamer wants you to feel. They're setting out to hurt you and shame you and make you feel bad. And they will pick just anything about you to make you, feel bad about yourself. Finally, women. When you go to the gym, I think nobody in this world or in this country is working as hard as, I'm not saying men are not working, but I don't think there's anybody who's struggling as hard as women, especially women of childbearing age, to lose weight. That is between the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, losing baby weight and being in a weight that they feel more comfortable in. What would you tell them from your experiences right now? What advice, encouragement?
I'll keep on saying this. Nothing is impossible. Yes, just take one day at a time. Yes, and you follow whatever instructor is telling you, and just watch what you're eating. Don't eat carelessly. Yes.
Yeah, you said 80% is about food.
20 is about gym. Yeah, it's about your intake, your meals, what you take.
Thank you very much, Linda, for coming to the show. It is such an honor to have you here. I know you have a busy schedule, so to spare time and come here and talk to us is very important. I know there are a lot of women who follow the show and want a snippet or two here and there, a word of encouragement, or just to see somebody who is currently in their shoes. Because when people begin their weight loss journeys, sometimes you're starting at 150. You're wondering, I'm alone in all of this. Where am I going to end? So when they watch you talk about you embarking on your weight loss journey and successfully nailing it, losing 51 kilograms, which is not very easy. So somebody out there is looking at you and your journey and how successful you have been at it. And they're thinking, if she did it, I can do it. And that is the reason why we share stories, so that people find encouragement. Sometimes it is your experience holds the key to somebody else's prison. Your story opens the door for them to go out, be brave enough, and begin. So thank you very much for coming to the show. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of the Joanne R Show. It's been an honor hosting Linda today. And I would like to encourage us to be kind to the next person on the street. You do not know what people are dealing with. So to body shamers, be kind to the next person. All of us who are going through our weight loss journeys, Linda has been very encouraging to us. Be brave, be strong, and focus on your plate. That is where it all begins. Until next time, goodbye.